Awesome, awesome, awesome. What's going on, ladies and gentlemen? I'm super excited for what we have for you all on today. Super excited what we have for you all on today. For those who don't know me, my name is Paris Simmons. I'm 29 years old, and a few years ago, I was in a very different place financially. I was struggling, facing eviction, trying to really get my life to the next level. Came into a mentor who really taught me some things that forever changed my life, who showed me that I was living on what I like to call the wrong side of money. And when he shared with me these few tips that I will share with you shortly, it forever changed the dynamic of my life. He told me, Paris, in order to really get to that true financial independence number that you wanted, you're going to have to be on the right side of money. You're going to have to be an investor or a business owner. And when I went ahead and started putting into action the things that he told me, my life completely changed. He said, Paris, why work for 100% of your efforts, right? When you can work for a small percentage of 100 people's efforts, 200, 300, 400, 500. Why continue to work all for yourself to where if you're not needed, that you no longer get paid, instead of learning a skill that you can compound over and over and over and continuously bring you income? I started operating from that mindset, and my life changed tremendously. So on the day, I want to share with you all some things that I know will help you go ahead and take your finances, your income to the next level. Before I start, I'm a strong believer that before you take any advice from anyone, you need to make sure that they are credible, right? They're credible to get you where it is that you want to go. That's just like in class. For any of my people who are going to be honest with us, drop a number one for me if you've ever cheated on a test in class. I want to see who's going to be honest with us on the day. If you've ever cheated one time, right? Drop a one for me in the chat, right? Definitely. I see we got the ones coming in. So if you cheat on somebody for a test, right? Take that test and you fail, 10 times out of 10, that's going to be the first and last time you ever cheat off of them, right? But what happens is people don't do that in life. People don't do that when it comes to their finances. People don't do that where it comes to their decisions. And that's what holds them behind. So today, I'm going to share with you all a simple, what I like to say, or what I like to call cash flow quadrant that I know will allow you to go ahead and get where it is that you want to be to hit that financial independence number. You see, there are 4 ways that we make money, right? And everybody on this call is one of these 4 quadrants. First, on the left side, you got the 60%ers who work for someone. These are your employees. They exchange time and effort for an income. If they don't work, they don't get paid. And I tell people, listen, it's nothing wrong with working for a job, right? It's nothing wrong with having a job or being employed. But the fact of the matter is, in 2020, right, people have realized having a job at a time like this, only having a job, right, as your sole source of income is dangerous, right? Statistics show that most people are 2 paychecks away from financial collapse, right? And a lot of people noticed that over these last 3, 4, 5, 6 months. It's very unfortunate. I wish myself that I was privy to this information, but I knew that when I learned these finance, these income, these wealth tactics and strategies, I would go ahead and employ them in my life, and I've been doing so ever since, right? And then on the other side of the quadrant, right under the 60%ers, you have the self-employed, right? Now, this is still considered the left side of money. I was self-employed for a very long time. When I moved to Georgia, I thought it was the best thing in the world to say, you know what? I don't have a job. I don't have to work for somebody. I don't have to clock in. But the fact of the matter is, if I didn't work, I didn't get paid, right? If I didn't work, I didn't get paid, right? No matter what. And after a while, that started getting old. I noticed if I was sick, I noticed if I had to do something with my dogs, if I had a family emergency, I still wasn't able to bring in income. So when I was listening to my mentor many, many years ago, and I want to say it was 2016, he talked to me, I went ahead and made that transition from the left side to what we like to call the right side of money. Your 4% are your business owners, people who have systems working for them that continuously bring them in income, right? And right under that are the investors, the 1%ers. Right? The 1%ers who learn skills, who invest their money, that compounds for them over and over and over again. One of my mentor, Brad Proctor, says, Paris, you can make more money in your sleep than you can when you're awake. And when people actually understand that, their life will be changed forever. The thing that people must understand about this quadrant is 95%, right? The self-employed, the 60%ers, 95% of people in the world are in these quadrants, but it only makes up for 5% of the wealth. Right? On the right side of money, the investors, the business owners, right? This 5% of people make up for 95% of the wealth. You got to ask yourself, what side do you want to be on? You see, the fact of the matter is, in order to be free financially, you have to hit a financial independence number. retirement is no longer an age, right? But it's more so a dollar amount. So if you're a millennial, you need $2.5 million in order to stop, retire, and be able to go ahead and live the rest of your life, right? If you're a baby boomer, you need $1 million. Now, ask yourself right now, doing what you're doing currently to bring in income, is it possible for you to see that type of results? Is it possible for you to see those type of that type of earnings, right? And a lot of people don't really think about it like that. And they go on 20, 30, 40, 50, 60, 70 years, and they get to where their life is done just about, right? And they're not sitting where they want to be financially. So if you're on this call and you have a desire to be financially free, put this into motion ASAP, right? Put it into motion ASAP. So I'm going to show you how you can do that with some industries that we're involved in. First, the foreign exchange market, right? It's $1 trillion market trading now $6.6 trillion a day. And I'm going to go ahead and do a quick pulse check. If you've ever traveled to another country and exchanged one currency for another, let me know what country you traveled to. You know, I had the great fortune to travel to overseas to compete. I run track and field professionally. So I was my first competition ever internationally was in Sweden in 2018. And when I went to Sweden, I exchanged my US dollar for the Swedish krona. When I went to, where'd I go after that? To London, I exchanged my krona for the pound. When I went to Belgium, I exchanged my pound for the euro, right? And then when I went to Poland and London back and forth, we kept exchanging currencies. But within that transaction, right, the price either went up or down. The value of the currency either went up or down. Well, I learned about this market, which allows you to go ahead and capitalize off of all those transactions, all from the luxury of your home. You see, the foreign exchange market is open 24 hours a day, 5 days a week, worldwide, right? And as long as you have a laptop or smartphone, you too can make money in these markets. Listen, ladies and gentlemen, I don't care what industry you're in. $6.6 trillion a day makes the foreign exchange market the most largest and liquid financial market in the entire world, right? I don't care if you look at stocks. I don't care if you look at real estate. I don't care if you look at whatever, e-commerce, it doesn't matter. This is the largest and most liquid financial market. So one thing that I know about money and about wealth is you want to be where the wealth is at, right? If you have your money in a bank account, if you have your money in a savings account, your savings money is a bank's investment money, right? Let that marinate. Your savings money is the bank's investment money. And when I learned about that, my life changed forever. I said, hey, why not learn a skill, right, that'll show me how to do what the banks do and make a portion of what they make, right? And our next rapid growing industry is the digital currency market, right? Shout out to Bitcoin, shout out to Ripple, right? Two cryptos that are plummeting, actually not plummeting, that are skyrocketing right now, right? Growing quickly towards the $1 trillion market cap, setting the future stage for how everyone will soon handle money, right? They say that at this point in time, in France, 80% of all major retailers are allowing their customers to go ahead and pay with some form of crypto, right? It's becoming a global form of payment for everyday purchases everywhere that we go. I know friends right now that have personally bought houses, cars, plane tickets, all with crypto. And why I love the digital currency market is because whether you know it or not, everything is going digital. Everything is going digital, right? Everybody thought that Blockbuster was a day and age of movies until what, right? Until what? It went out of business. Now, what are people getting all their movies and stuff from? Netflix, Hulu, Roku, right? When this pandemic hit, a lot of retailers took a major hit. Anybody that had a physical store location, right, had to figure out some other means of generating income. But I look at people such as Jeff Bezos, who hasn't had that problem. Actually, during this time period, his net worth, right, of his company has nearly doubled in just 4 to 5 months. So if you're hearing the sound of my voice, I don't want you to miss what's taking place in front of you. You know, when I first heard about Bitcoin, it was roughly about $400, $500, $600. And all because I was uneducated, I said, you know what? I am not going to go ahead and get involved with this, right? I blinked. Months later, it was $20,000 and I missed out, all because I didn't want to take action, right? I don't want you to be that person. We have some market theorists that go ahead and say, and experts that say that they see Bitcoin going up to $250,000. It's people who knew about it when it was $1. It's roughly floating anywhere from $11,000 to $12,000 right now. So when I look at this market, this is something that really highly interests me. Why? Because I feel that it's one of the most lucrative industries I've ever came into contact with, right? And you could also trade this on a smartphone or laptop 24 hours a day, 7 days a week. That's why I really like this market. You know, foreign exchange market 5 days a week, which is awesome, but you can trade cryptocurrency each and every single day, ladies and gentlemen, each and every single day. So inside of our platform, we're going to go ahead and show you how to master the markets and teach you how to build real wealth and true freedom with what it is that we have to offer. So we're going to teach you about the foreign exchange, take you from A to Z on how you can go ahead and get started. In our academy, you can watch simple to follow instruction videos that are going to teach you, right? This is going to be your college course. And it actually is going to take you from your kindergarten level, learning level, all the way up to your master's. And that's really what I love about this academy. It's going to talk to you currently where you are, right? It's going to speak to you as if you know nothing about these markets. And then you can go ahead and advance over time, ladies and gentlemen. We're also going to teach you about the High Frequency Mastery Academy. This is where you're going to learn about your binary trading, your options, your futures, things of that nature. I know we got a lot of people that have been having a lot of success, and I know we got a decent amount of people on this call. Drop a money bag emoji for me in the chat if you've made any money this week with high frequency, right? Any money this week. If you've had any success, go ahead and drop for me in the chat. I'm going to pull up the chat and see who all we have on. I know our high frequency markets are growing very, very quickly. Cool. And I see we got people coming on. We actually tonight have a high frequency training for those who go ahead and make the decision to say, you know what, I want to go ahead and partner with you all. Awesome, awesome, awesome. Let me make sure that I can, cool, here we go. Then we have our home-based business mastery academy, which will show you how to build residual wealth. And last but not least, we have our digital currency mastery academy as well, which will go ahead and teach you everything that you need to know about the cryptocurrencies of the world. So one of my main products that I like to focus on is Go Live, where you access 100+ full-time educators. You can connect, collaborate, ask, learn, and succeed. But the beautiful thing about this is, imagine somebody that you knew, imagine somebody that you watched who had a lot of success. Hey, listen, I'm going to show you how you can go ahead and start learning what it is that I did to be successful. I'm going to go ahead and show you how you can go ahead and put yourself in a position to make the income that I've made. All you got to do is tune in tonight at 7 o'clock, let's say on CNN. Would you watch, right? For that, most people, the answer would be yes. This is going to be where you can get your live mentorship. It's really scheduled, it's designed to fit around your busy schedule and your busy lifestyle, but to get you the information that you need to have success, right? So oftentimes we'd say, oh man, if only I knew what she did, if only I knew what he did to have success, if only I knew what they were doing to make 6, 7, 8, 9 figures. This is going to be where you go ahead and get all that information. You're going to have a plethora of educators that are going to come on from Sunday through Sunday, showing you exactly what they did to make money inside of these markets, but also they're going to share with you their trades, right? Some of them will share with you their trades that they're taking, and all you got to simply do is copy and paste and follow what they're saying. And what I really like about this is if you miss a trading session, right? If you're at work, if something happens and you can't get on, you can go ahead and rewatch, relearn, and view their recordings at any given time. Completely phenomenal, right? And we got a bunch of different weapons that are going to go ahead and help you make success in this company once you get started. I tell people, listen, it's a million ways to unlock financial freedom. All you need is one. All you need is one. Once you get in and go ahead and get acclimated with the things that we have to offer, you'll go ahead and decipher which product works best from you. Some I want to go ahead and highlight that we really focus on inside of this movement are our learn and earn on the go softwares. Why do I love these so much? I travel all the time, and very rarely am I in one spot at too long of a time. But I always have my phone when I'm traveling. So even though I may not be at home, even though I may be on the go and may not be able to go ahead and use my laptop, I'm always able to pick up my phone and see trade alerts that they send to me, just like text messages, right? You're going to get easy to follow trade ideas, right, from the market sitting directly to your phone, and you never have to miss an opportunity to make a profit, ever. I know people who have gone into work, taken a trade, come out of work, and made more money in that day off of these products than they've made for the week at their job, ladies and gentlemen. And this is going to help you while you're still learning the skill set, while you're still going through your academy, while you're still on Go Live trying to get the information. This is going to show you exactly, right? It's going to not show you, it's going to help you. Better yet, go ahead and start creating some income, all right? So our Hello Center, you're going to be able to choose from all your products. You're going to get access to all your academies, and everything in your package, you're going to go ahead and have the option, right? You're going to go ahead and have the option to get those, to use those, right, at your luxury to go ahead and help you get started with your trading. So I know it's a lot of people saying, hey, Paris, I'm ready. right? I'm ready to get started. How can I go ahead and get plugged in with what it is that you have? Right? But before I do that, I'm actually going to bring up two individuals that have been having a lot of success with these products. So I don't want you all to just only hear from me. I want you to hear from others that have been having a lot of success inside of this market, inside of these industries. So I'm going to go ahead and unshare my screen and bring them up to the floor. First, I'm going to bring up a young lady by the name of Jazz, who has been absolutely killing it. I'm going to bring her on just so she can share with you all her name, how long she's been in the business, right? Her biggest trading day, and her favorite product as well. So let me go ahead and find her and bring her up to the floor. There she is. Jasmine, you should be able to hear me clearly now. Are you able to hear me?
Yes, can you hear me?
Awesome, awesome. I can hear you clearly. Let me bring you up to the front. So I just want you to share with everybody, if you don't mind, what your name is, how long you've been in the business, your biggest trading day, and your favorite product inside of this company.
Well, I'm Jasmine Love, as you said. I've been in the business maybe just a couple months. I think maybe since April. When I started, it was a little rough because I didn't make time. I worked full time, so I wouldn't sit still to learn the products, the trade, the tricks, and all of that good stuff. But once I sat down and went to the academy, I turned 11 cents into like $65 overnight in my sleep. I was hooked. Just like that. So I got up the next morning. I said, oh, let me go to the academy. I need to learn some more stuff. So then I got on. I didn't know what the harmonic scanner was. I had no idea what that was. I was missing the go live sessions, being hard-headed, not listening. And then I just started plugging in. I started listening. I started receiving the information. So I watched those videos over and over and over again. I got in as many live sessions as I could. I just started paying attention. But that scanner, it's kind of what taught me to read my charts. It kind of gives you the information. And as long as you pay attention to the videos, the scanner's going to tell you how to put the information into the system. And you start turning a profit. Let me tell you, I'm a single mom. I got 2 kids doing remote learning. And I was working 2 full-time jobs. Baby, I don't know why. But I thank God I listened. Because now I can do remote learning. I just finished remote learning while I was on the call with y'all listening. I was talking to my kids' teachers too. I make money all day. Anytime of day, I say, you know what, let me stop for 2 hours and trade for a little bit. I need to flip this into this. It works. It's just that you have to pay attention. You got to receive the information. You got to go to those live sessions. You got to hop in these calls. You got to get that motivation every day. You got to set a goal, a mindset. This is what I'm trying to accomplish. So this is what I'm going to do. I dedicate a certain time every day, you know, and then it started to work. It just started to work. Paying attention, listening, using my products. That harmonic scanner, I think I show him a little bit more love than my man because it makes me money. And, you know, and everybody make a little change, especially when you do an investment. And I didn't even start off with like $50 in my live account. I won't say what it is now, but I'm still trading off of it.
Awesome, awesome. Well, definitely, we appreciate you, man. If you can get excited about that, go ahead and drop a 777 for me in the chat. If you can get excited, phenomenal, phenomenal results. Only been in for just a few months. We greatly appreciate you. Next, I'm gonna bring to a floor another young lady who is also, just like Jasmine, been having a lot of success. I'm gonna go ahead and unmute her real quickly. She should be good to go. I'm bringing up to the floor Jasmina, who has been with the company as well, similar to Jasmine, and have had a lot of success. So I just want her to take some time and share with you all the same thing, how long she's been in the business, right? Her biggest trading day and her favorite product. So Jasmina, if you can hear me clearly, the floor is yours.
I can hear you. Thank you so much, Paris. Okay, so yeah, phenomenal results with the way that it has been taught to me. I started, let's just say May. It's really April 30th, but I started in May, and let me just say that I had zero knowledge prior to starting. Got in the academy, got on the platform, learned what I needed to learn. My biggest day trading has been about $700, but even the beauty within that $700 is I was able to take 10 cents to 300 on a trade within that day as well. So definitely powerful stuff, because you can't even make that in a day on your job. And I did that straight from my phone while I went about my day. My most favorite product that I love actually on the platform is Vibrata. The reason why I like it is because it has so many things in one. I've even used one of the strategies on Vibrata to actually trade high frequency as well. So not only can I use that software to call out live trade ideas for Forex, but also for high frequency, which is making money in 60 seconds or 3 minutes or even 15 minutes. So yes, definitely an amazing opportunity. It doesn't get any easier than this, and the time freedom and the money to actually fund my own personal business. It's been amazing.
Definitely, definitely. I want to ask you real quick, just to put in perspective for the people who may be new on this call or people who may be watching, looking to get started. When you turned that 10-cent trade into 300, what exactly had you started that account with?
When I started that particular account, it was $100.
Perfect, perfect, perfect.
And so, of course, I practiced proper risk management. So I put in the smallest lot size possible and traded. It was a more aggressive pair, but I was watching it, and with the strategy that I learned, I just went in for it, and it literally blew my mind. I was looking at it like, oh my gosh, I can't believe that this is happening. And of course, I traded others, so it accumulated to 700.
Awesome, awesome. Let's show some fire emojis in the chat. Jasmina, I thank you. Jasmine, I thank you, man. If you could get excited about days like that, go ahead and drop a 777 or fire emoji, excuse me, in the chat. If you can get excited about these testimonials, ladies and gentlemen, I just want you all to see and highlight some of the successes that are happening right now inside of this movement. Right now inside this movement. So I'm gonna get back into showing you what it costs to get started, right? So you got a Forex Academy, our high frequency academy, and our digital currency academy. All of these packages are sold separately, right? So if you will say, you know what, I want to focus on one over the other, our premier pack that we focus on inside of this business is the Forex Academy if you want to do them separately, right? And it's $234.95 startup. You're going to get your respective academy of that industry so you can learn the ins and outs, take you from A to Z, from kindergarten to grad school level on how to be a consistent and profitable trader in those markets. It's $234.95 one-time startup, $174.95 monthly for the package. You're going to get access to go live to watch the educators inside of the company, and you're going to get a strategy that's going to go ahead and set you up to get paid while you're learning the skill set, right? But the package that a lot of us focus on, I personally signed up with this package, is the Elite Academy, right? 3-in-1 Academy package, $324.95 one time and $274.95 per month to use this package. Now, the reason why we focus on it is because it gives you the Forex, high frequency, and digital currency academy all at once. So instead of getting into the Forex academy and saying, Paris, you know what? I want to go ahead and get digital currency or get high frequency, and having to pay those extra costs separately. Instead, from the very start, you can get access to all of these academies at the very beginning. I've done it, has transformed my life. I know a lot of people inside the company have done the exact same thing. And I tell people this, do not let a 3-figure decision stop you from living the 7 or 8-figure lifestyle that you deserve, right? And we're gonna give you the opportunity to have a 2 and free, meaning this is really what we like to call our scholarship rewards program. And this is where you can refer 2 active paying customers to the academy and hello, free access. You find 2 people, right? 2 people who say, you know what? I wanna go ahead and change my life, increase my income. Then you have access to a free business as long as they're in on the package that you purchase, right? Phenomenal, phenomenal. And definitely it's a beautiful thing seeing people come in, get access to the same products that allow Jasmine to have a $65 day with a $50 account that allow Jasmina to have a $700 day, all for free. Ladies and gentlemen, those are just 2 of hundreds of thousands of success stories that we've had inside of this company. Now, last but not least, I'm gonna go into starting your own business, right? But number one, right, before I get into this, you gotta ask yourself a few questions. Do I see value in learning how to trade, right? Do I see value in multiplying the money that I currently already have? If that answer is yes, then you gotta go to the second question. Have I seen any social proof that this has worked for anybody, right? Being that you just saw Jasmine and Jasmina, the answer is yes. And whoever else invited you to this call, have I seen any social proof that these products and services work, that this industry works, that Forex, that digital currency, people are getting paid, right? And if the answer is yes to that, then last but not least, you have to ask yourself, am I worth a $235 investment? Do you feel like you're worth investing $235 into yourself to change your life forever, right? Being the highest form of creation, right, on this earth, under God, the answer is absolutely, right? And if you value yourself to that standard, then the decision is already made, right? I'm gonna go over next showing you how you can go ahead and build a business, right? Build a business while earning residuals each and every single week. I'm a strong believer that your bills are residual, so your income should be too, right? Before I go any further, drop for me in the chat some bills that come each and every single month, whether we like it or not. I know this is the, I don't know, first, second, third, one of those days, right, of the month. So we got some bills that's probably due, right? Should have been paid, actually. Matter of fact, if the first was yesterday, some bills that are being paid right now. So what do we got? We got rent. We got phone, right? I know we got utilities. We got light bill. We got car note, right? We got insurance, right? Gas, food, right? And what happens is people get stuck. They got 10, 11, 20 bills, but they have one income it pulls from. They get paid maybe on the 1st, maybe on the 15th, then have to wait the entire month to get paid again, right? Why not go ahead and get paid each and every single week? Now, I'm gonna show you a side of the quadrant, the business owner side, which should go ahead and allow you to offset some of these bills better sooner than later. So let's talk about compensation, right? The company says for anybody you bring on the Forex, the high frequency, the digital currency package, you're gonna earn $25 one time. Anybody you bring on the Elite Academy, you're gonna get $50 one time. Now, let's just put this into perspective. Let's say I found 5 people that signed up with me on my package, right? Which is the Elite. I just earned $250 that I can then put into the market to have success. Let's remember, Jasmina started her account with $100. Jasmine started her account with $50, right? This is money that you could put into the market that the company's already given away. I tell people all the time, imagine somebody close to you getting wealthy. I mean, wealthy, 7, 8, 9 figures, right? And 2, 3, 4, 5 years later, they said, hey, sorry, I forgot to tell you what it was that I was doing. How would you feel? This gives you the opportunity to not be that person, right? After you're 2 and free, on that third person, you're now platinum 150, earning $150 a month, $37.50 per week, right? This is good money. This is great money. Matter of fact, I just got a call from a gentleman by the name of Parrish Whitaker while I was on this call. Parrish Whitaker, 2 years ago, took a $27 trading account using the digital currency, trading cryptos, and flipped it to $5,000 in just 4 hours. Now, I'm not saying those results are typical, but that shows you what's possible. And what that also shows is, say Parrish at the time, he's a chairman 25 now, but say at the time he was a platinum 150. That $37.50 to him is no longer just $37.50. Why? Because he sees the value in being able to compound your money. Ladies and gentlemen, this is a serious, serious thing. And I know for a lot of people, an extra $150 per month won't hurt anybody. It may take care of that gas. It may take care of that insurance, right? Depending on if you're a liability or not. It may take care of that phone bill, right? Some food, some groceries, things of that nature, right? And as your business continues to grow, we're going to continue to get paid. Platinum 600 means you have 12 people in your business. You're only responsible, right, for building you're only responsible for building your 3 legs, right? What does that mean? After you have your 3 or 4 personals, whoever brought you into this business can help you build that organization, meaning that all 12 do not have to come from you. And once you hit that rank, you're now earning $600 a month, $150 per week. Now this starts to change some things, right? That may be the difference between shopping at a Walmart or shopping at a Whole Foods, right? I know right now, $600 extra per month at this moment would change the zip code for a lot of people on this call. And we got a lot of people all around the world, regular people just like me and you, that are seeing these type of results, all because they decided to open their mouth, get people to a free opportunity call such as this, not where they're not explaining the information, but where they can see exactly how things add up visually, right? Then Platinum 1000, 30 people in your business, $250 per week, $1,000 per month. Phenomenal. This is one of our premier ranks actually inside of this business. And imagine 2019 having an extra $12,000 over the span of the year base, right? Base residual. What more could have been done? I think some debt could have been paid off. Maybe some trips could have been going on. Savings accounts could be looking a little bit nicer. Listen, ladies and gentlemen, I want you to not really take this lightly. This side of the quadrant has changed so many lives. And it's no better time than now to become a business owner. And a lot of people are really seeing that. A lot of people are really understanding that, right? So as a Platinum 2000, as I look at this compensation plan, the company's gonna reward you as hard and as long as you're willing to work. So Platinum 2000, 75 people in your business, you're earning $500 a week, right? Extra $2,000 a month. Platinum 5000, 225 people in your business, you're earning $5,000 per month, ladies and gentlemen. $1,250 every single week. Right? Then at the rank of Chairman 10, which is our first, right, of many 6-figure ranks that we have in this company, you're earning $200, $500 per week, right? $2,500 per week with 500 people in your business. A lot of people say, Paris, you know what? I don't know 500 people. Well, awesome. A lot of us didn't either. But we went ahead and promoted this to the people that we did know. We learned the skill sets. We stayed dedicated. We learned from the $1 million, 8-figure earners inside this company, applied what they taught us, and had success, right? You can do the same too, right? I want to give a shout out to the chairman in this organization, right? We got a few chairmen that just broke. We got Mr. Charles Dyson. We got Mr. Stevenson Lindor. We got Miss Megan Raquel. And then we have Jaleesa Yancey, who was actually our first woman chairwoman inside of this company. Right? They all were able to hit this rank. Why? By applying what it is that they learned. The beautiful thing about this side of business is, to me, it is the most stress-free way to make income you could possibly have. And what do I mean by that? You don't have to have a doctorate. You don't got to go to school. You don't even got to be smart, is what a lot of people say. I don't have to spend 10, 12 hours going to school. I don't have to stay up long nights studying books, getting textbooks, doing that over and over and over, right? But in turn, we're able to make more income than all of those industries combined, right? All of those industries combined. And that could be your portion. We got people making $25, $50, $100, $250, $500,000 inside of this company. We got a gentleman right now by the name of Bryce Thompson. He's 24 years old. He's making $750,000 per month, right? They haven't even updated the comp plan yet, right? Because there's so many people having success at a massive rate. This gentleman a few years ago told a young lady about this opportunity and went in one ear and out the other. He was a platinum 1,000, right? 30 people in his business, give or take, earning $1,000 per month. 3 years ago, he was 21 years old. She went on about her way, so did he. 2 years later, which was last summer, she came back, heard a similar presentation, and said, hey, I remember this gentleman named Bryce Thompson told me about this information. I wonder how he's doing right now. My business partner kindly informed her that that gentleman that you're talking about now earns, at the time, $250,000 per month. He told you about it first. Fast forward, he's now making $750,000, making him the youngest, highest paid network marketer in the world. And he told that young lady about it first. Why do I tell you this story, right? Be grateful that somebody cared enough with you to share with you an opportunity that will change your life, but only if you let it. But now you got to decide, listen, who am I going to be, right? The young lady who hears this information, goes on about my life, right? Continue seeing whoever invited me have success or not seeing, but just continue doing what I'm doing, right? And if that's your portion, awesome. Or you're going to be the Bryce Thompson, the person that gets in, right? Stays committed, stays close to the fire, right? Learns the information, changes his life, impacts the lives of hundreds of thousands of people all across the globe, and breaks generational curses for your family for the rest of your life. So if that's you, I want you to imagine yourself right now saying, listen, I'm paying off debt. I am learning how to trade. I am saving money. But more important, I'm changing my life. I ask you, what will you become? Like I said, right after this call, we're doing a high frequency binary training. They call it in and out the market with the bag in 60 seconds, I believe, right? And you want to make sure that you're on this call, right? You want to make sure that you're plugged in. So we got about 20 minutes or so left before we go ahead and get started. If this makes sense to you, go ahead and get back with who added you to this call. Thank them for caring enough about you. Listen, it doesn't really matter if you join or if you don't join. The only reason why we did this call was to give you access to the information, because years ago, we were not privy to this information, right? Whether you do it or not, it's fine. If you don't do it, I definitely encourage you to get on the right side of money in some way, shape, some form or fashion, right? Be a business owner, be an investor, right? I promise you, you can go ahead and change your life. That's the only way, though, to get to that financial independence number. And I want to make sure that I'm very clear on that. Right? But if this does make sense to you, go ahead and get back to who added you to this call. Thank them for caring enough about you to share with you an opportunity that will change your life only if you let it. So Paris Simmons checking out. I will see you all on top of the moon, because the sky is never the limit. Get back with who added you. If this makes sense, tell them to send you the link to get started. They'll get you plugged in, and I will see you all in about 20 minutes on our high frequency call. You all have a wonderful and blessed night.